Funding for American Prairie has been provided by Bob Ridings Ford, Taylorville, Illinois. Sloan Implement, Verdon, Illinois. Brandt Consolidated, Waverly, Illinois. And from our patrons at patreon.com, who are viewers like you. Thank you.
American Prairie visits the granddaddy of them all, the Midwest Old Threshers reunion in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Located along the Avenue of the Saints Expressway, Mount Pleasant, Iowa is 51 miles south of Iowa City, Iowa, 213 miles north of St. Louis, Missouri, and 271 miles southwest of Chicago, Illinois. See the conclusion to the Midwest Old Threshers reunion in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, coming up on American Prairie. The Midwest Old Threshers reunion starts on a Thursday before Labor Day weekend and ends on Labor Day. Another favorite is the antique tractor pulls at the Midwest Old Threshers reunion. Here are some highlights.
It looks like about a G1000 down there. It's making Minneapolis Moldings, LP. John Heyer on that tractor. Those Minneapolis Moldings were, I always thought they were just the coolest tractor we'd ever had. Our neighbors did. Back in the old days, before all the modern equipment, you went around and you neighbored. That's what we called neighboring. And you go to the neighbors and you bale straw, and you go to the neighbors and you bale hay, and some of that was before the big round bales, and the square bales required all the labor. One of my neighbors had Minneapolis, just a whole lot like this one, and I always would jump on that tractor and run it rather than one of ours. Here comes John on the G1000 Minneapolis Moline, John Heyer. going. It sounds good. It looks good. It pulls good. That weight is full forward. He's got all the weight up there, looks like. He's got a lot of down pressure on that skid. Now that was a really good show. 317, 7.2 inches for John Heyer. Coming down here on this big Wood Brothers steam engine built up in Des Moines, Iowa. Wood Brothers is the feature engine at full Threshers this year. For that moment. Let her eat, Ryan, let her eat. There's where they got him. 334 feet, 8.28 inches. Give them a big round of applause. Those steam engines are always putting on a good show.
What are we looking at here?
The 1911 12-horse international famous hit and miss engine.
So, what has this been used for, or what have?
Like back in the day, it run like a sawmill, square baler, small threshing machine, stuff like that.
Okay.
Maybe a big generator. Hit and miss design. The screen in the back cools it, cools the engine, pumps the water down to it. This is a clutch where they would run the belt to the thresher.
Sure.
This would engage, we disengage the pulley. The car design is all original for the engine with the seat and everything, and they would pull it to wherever they need with horses. That's why it's got the seat on top.
What other engines do you have here besides this one?
Down here I got a 6-horse Stover. That's hit and miss engine too, like this one. Down on the end, I've got a 7-horse Satley. It's hit and miss. That engine on the end, it come from over by Stover, Missouri. And when it come off the rail car, they had that cart and that seat, and they had to pull it 20 miles to where it went to run a generator. They slid the engine off into a shed to run the generator.
Yeah.
30, 40 years later, the first guy that found the engine where it originally was, the cart was still sitting outside, and they slid the engine back on the cart.
Wow.
That was all the cart was used for, to get it from the train station to where they wanted to go with it.
I see. That looks like it may be older than this one.
It's about 6 years newer, actually.
Really? It's just the black color, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of an all original engine, where this one's been painted and whatnot.
Sure, refinished.
Yep.
Well, the rotisserie's been here as long as I have, but we used to, before that, did a great big cattle pin with charcoal, and then laid metal across it and just grilled them that way. But now we have them on an electric rotisserie that cooks them more healthy, and all that grease drips off, and it's all nice cooked meat. So
it's really good.
Seasoned really well. Yeah.
It's delicious. We've already came and gotten the chicken a couple times.
I see. Okay.
So,
and we've had a lot of new things added to our menu. To make healthy decisions, we have some pork tenderloins that are grilled and charcoaled, and we put those on a sandwich or eat them right on the dinner plate.
When did Al's get started?
Al's had, that's probably about 10 years ago. What did you say?
The outrights or
the outright, the sandwich of the St. Alphonsus is. We've done Old Threshers ever since
the first year.
Yeah.
Really? Since the beginning of Old Threshers?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and we're on what number now?
63?
Yeah. Because they used to, in the old days, they used to peel the potatoes and do everything in smaller quantities back at the church. But it's all moved out here, and most of our cooking is done out here, and some of it's still at the church. So.
Do you know how many chickens you guys go through?
That would be his question.
If you just had to guess, even just a pound.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Probably.
5. So there's 20. There's 20 in there, and I think that's our 4th batch for the day. So that'd be 80 for the day. And we did 3 batches yesterday, so 60. I think 3 batches on Thursday.
You're
That's a lot of chicken.
Yeah, we go through quite a bit of chicken.
Yeah, you're
We
talking
order them by the caseloads,
over
and
400
They
chickens.
bring in like
Right.
5 cases of
Yeah.
chicken at a time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Wow, that is a lot.
yeah. It's good eating.
This is how long you guys been selling elk here?
I believe that we started this in 2002, and interestingly enough, the college women, basketball and softball players, are my primary servers, and they use their money for athletic trips, etc. So it works well for everybody. I sell meat, have a good time, make a lot of friends, and it serves the college well also.
Sure. Now, where do you get your elk?
Well, I raise the elk, and I live about 5 miles northeast of here.
You raised them?
Raise them, yes.
Wow.
And periodically, and from here on, I'll probably be buying some because I won't keep up with the market.
Sure.
And it's a lot of fun.
So, how many elk burgers you guys go through on a standard day here at Old Threshers?
I can't tell you days, but roughly 1,000 pounds. That's 4,000 burgers. That's a lot of sandwiches.
You said 1,000 pounds throughout this whole weekend, or
yes, that's 4,000 burgers.
4,000 burgers.
More or less.
1,000 pounds.
You know, weather permitting, and days like this.
How many elks does it take to get 1,000 pounds?
Oh, it'll probably take about at least 4.
At least 4 elks.
Maybe
there.
5 if I take the better cuts and sell them for steak.
Sure, sure.
But as you can see the signs behind me, the pig and the cow and the chicken don't lie. They say, eat elk.
Yeah. It is tasty.
And something else I should tell you is that elk meat is extremely low in fat and cholesterol, like skinned chicken breast. High in protein, low in fat and cholesterol. Really a healthy choice. In fact, the Healthy Henry County folks came by earlier, and you can see the designation on my sign, healthy choice.
Sure. Sure.
Quite proud of that.
Well, we're proud of it too. We just had one. It was delicious.
You're the main man.
Yeah.
My brother has done this for about 20 years on the East Coast. And so I used to go out and work at one show with him in Erie County, New York, and kept trying to talk my husband into going, and he finally went, and we came home with a roaster, and we haven't stopped.
Wow.
And we call it Covered Wagon Almonds because I left Michigan in 1979 in a covered wagon. I was going to Idaho, and I met my husband, and we've been married for 33 years now.
Yeah.
So, but my brother started doing this, and so we took over. I mean, we do it just in this area. We go as far as western Indiana and in this area. My daughter does it in Texas, and one of my sisters does it in Missouri.
Wow, so this is really spread across America.
Yeah. They're different names. Dana's is called the Almond Tree, and my sister Dorothy's is DJ and God, We're Nuts for You. And but our daughters and us is Covered Wagon Almonds because she was 3.5 when we left Michigan.
So coveredwagonalmonds.net. We can look you up online.
Yes.
Could you tell us the website again? Coveredalmonds.net.
No, coveredwagonalmonds.net.
Okay.
My daughter pretty well maintains it. We do mail order.
So buy online.
Yes, you can buy online. We have different things that you can get. We have what we call a wagon wheel that's got 6 spots in it. You can pick anything you want in those 6 spots. We have one that's a 4 spot that you can put anything you want in a 3 spot. And we mail a lot of them out at Christmas time generally. That makes good Christmas gifts. So.
Another favorite of spectators is the evening glow.
Could you tell me kind of the process real quick, how that works and what you got to do to kind of make it do that? It's more than just sawdust, I know. I know it's more than just sawdust.
Yeah, you've got to get a pretty good fire in there. We're throwing a little bit of coal in because the wood's green.
Okay.
Basically, you want your engine just right underneath where the relief valve relieves.
Okay.
Then you get the sawdust in there and get it burning. It's also got to be pretty hot.
Sure,
all dried out and burning.
Sure. Then you just throw it in.
Pull the throttle, and
Full throttle.
The exhaust that goes out the stack creates more draft in the firebox, and it pulls all that sawdust and all that stuff out burning.
So you gotta wait. You fill it with the sawdust first.
Well,
so
you get the fire going, and then you put sawdust on top of it.
Gotcha. And then you throw it in full throttle.
Correct. Well, I'm using coal because our wood's pretty green.
Okay.
And the wood doesn't burn, but the wood also comes out and sparks also.
Sure. But you need coal to keep it hot.
Yeah, the coal helps dry the wood out so it'll burn. And it's kind of a mixture. I don't normally do it. If the wood's dry, I just have a wood fire.
Gotcha.
So
the coal helps.
Yep.
So that's really interesting. See how that works. Appreciate it. I'll go on that hole.
Yeah, go ahead. We're up front there, bud.
Way up front?
We got people to ride.
What's the answer?
There'll probably be something running until close to 11.
With the lights and activities, nighttime can also bring a beauty and splendor to Old Threshers.
Funding for American Prairie has been provided by Bob Ridings Ford, Taylorville, Illinois. Sloan Implement, Verdon, Illinois. Brandt Consolidated, Waverly, Illinois. And from our patrons at patreon.com, who are viewers like you. Thank you.